Hello creative friends, I'm Anastasia and welcome back to my channel. If you love thrifting and DIYing home decor, then I'm so glad you found my channel because in this video I'm transforming my thrifted pieces into beautiful vintage and modern cottage style home decor. Let's go! I am always hunting for nice picture frames when I'm out thrifting, and I mostly look for ones that are really ornate because I like that look a lot. So I ended up coming across this one for $2.99, which appeared to be a very light champagne gold, but what I really liked was the detail of this frame. So I'm going to be DIYing it to give it more of an antique gold color, which I think will really complement the style. Looking at this closer up, I realized it has a lot of dust buildup, as you can see as I scratch it off here, so I'm definitely going to want to give that a good clean before I start painting. A quick wipe with a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol confirmed that it is super dirty, so I went in with a toothbrush and some more rubbing alcohol and I just began scrubbing that frame completely clean, which I definitely recommend you do if you thrift a frame that has these details that can trap a lot of dirt. Then I rinsed it under some water and you can really tell the difference between the clean side and the dirty side. So this is it all cleaned up and now it's time to paint the entire frame brown. This is definitely a trust the process moment, but this gives it a nice rich base with a warm undertone that works perfectly when antiquing a decor piece. If you've noticed, antique frames like these shown here have darker colors deep within the details of the frame, so that's the look I'm trying to emulate. Now we'll add this rub and buff in Grecian gold on top using a sponge, and I'll just rub it over the frame on the high points so that the dark brown can still be seen through the deeper parts of the details. Previously on another frame, I tried using black as the base coat and I actually liked the look of the brown better. The black had a cooler undertone and I didn't think it complemented the Grecian gold quite as well as the brown does. I found this beautiful piece of art on the Met Museum's website. This is part of their open access gallery, so it is free to download and print. I'll link this art and some open access art galleries in the description below so you can check it out. I'm styling this antique chest with this large linen book that I DIY'd, as well as a lamp that I DIY'd, and then I'm just putting this frame on top. I saw this vase at the thrift store for $2.75, and I knew immediately that this shape was going to look so cute once I DIY it. I knew that I wanted to make it look like a stone or pottery piece, so I went online for inspiration and I saw this Pottery Barn one. This is the Azina outdoor planter and the small size sells for $199, but I really love the texture and the stone finish on it. So I want to try to recreate a version of that on this piece, but still make it my own. So I'm giving it a sand just to scratch up that shiny surface because it will help the paint adhere better. Then I'm wiping all that sanding dust away and then going in with this matte clamshell spray paint and giving it a nice solid color base for us to work on. I was a little too heavy-handed with the spray here, so I'm just dabbing away those drips so that they don't show through on the final piece. Overall, it took 2 coats of the spray to completely cover up the pink color that it was. While we're waiting for that spray paint to dry, I wanted to enjoy this beautiful warm weather on my patio, so I wanted to show you this new outdoor chair that I got because I'm really excited to unbox it. Thank you so much to Lue Bona for reaching out and sending me this beautiful chair. Lue Bona is an online store that sells high-quality indoor and outdoor furniture. I chose their Miranda Adirondack chair and I really love this style because it is foldable and it has a cup holder, which are both really great functional features. It was very easy to assemble it all by myself and it only took me about 30 minutes. I was pleasantly surprised by how comfortable this chair really is. The backrest is a bit slanted, so you can lean back just the right amount. The cup holder can actually be pushed out of the way as well for when you're not using it or when you need to fold the chair up and put it in storage. And it's definitely a much nicer experience than my somewhat raggedy metal lawn chairs that I already had, so I'm really looking forward to just enjoying the summer days in this cute and comfortable chair. You can browse the full selection of furniture on shopluebona.com and make sure you use my promo code Anastasia15 for 15% off your order. They have fast and free shipping anywhere in the US, and you can expect to receive your order in just 3 to 7 days. Everything is linked in the description below. Now let's get back into our DIY vase. The spray paint is dry now, so it's time to add that stone texture. Now I'm taking some of this light beige paint and mixing it with a light gray paint and adding in some baking soda, which will thicken it up and give it a gritty texture that's really key to creating the stone-like finish. I really like using a sponge for this because it also adds to that natural texture look. I did about 2 coats of this, but you can do as many as you want until you're happy with how it looks. Next, I'm going in with this beige multicolored textured spray paint, and this also has a gritty, sandy textured finish, so it's going to add even more texture to the vase. And I like to wipe off the texture at the very bottom where the vase will be sitting on a surface because it does have that sandiness to it. It could possibly scratch up a surface that you were to set it on. Once that's dry, I'm going in with this matte clear spray to seal it all in. I decided to decorate it on my dresser, so I stacked a couple of books and I'm using this little $1 thrifted bowl on top, and then in the vase I styled some pretty white flowers and eucalyptus. This candle holder is actually not thrifted, but it is secondhand. My mother-in-law gave this to me because she had it for a while and gave it to me to give it a new look. So I went online for inspiration and I saw these carved candlesticks on Terrain for $48, and they have this really cool iron look to them. I thought the shape was somewhat similar to my candle holder, so I'm going to try to give mine a similar look. So because it has a glossy surface, I'm giving it a bit of a scuff sand so that the paint sticks better. Then I'll be painting this with this flat black spray paint. You could definitely leave it like this at this point and go ahead and seal it, but I'm going to take it one step further with this black stone textured spray that I have. So I have used this one before, but you guys, it did not come out right this time. I should have done a test spray because it was getting clogged up and it came out in these giant raindrops instead of a fine mist, and it just completely messed up the other paint as well. This vase right here is an example of where I've used this spray before, so it really is a great product, but it was completely clogged to the point where it wasn't giving this effect anymore. So now I'm moving on to Plan B, which is just to manually create texture on this piece. So I'm taking this black acrylic paint that I got from Dollar Tree and mixing it with some baking soda, because of course that's going to add the grit to the paint to give it some texture. Now that I've sponged on a couple of coats and I'm happy with how it looks, I'm giving it a coat of this matte clear spray to seal it all in. Now I'm going to be redecorating my mantle and incorporating the candlestick into the design. First, I'm dusting it and doing a few paint touch-ups that I've been needing to do. I'm layering some art pieces in the center. This beautiful hydrangea painting was $1.99 at the thrift store, and I love it so much. Most of the items I'm decorating with today are either thrifted or secondhand. I will be honest, and maybe some of you feel this way as well, but decorating a mantle feels a little challenging to me. I feel like there is such a fine line between having just the right amount of items and having too many. But as with anything decor related, it just takes trial and error. So for now, this is how my mantle is looking with my new DIY candle holder. As always, I'm so appreciative of all of you for supporting my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming thrift trips and decorating content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.